Today is going to be a fun day because I'm going to be showing you how to create the magical elevator effect. And we're not even going to be using our computers. We're going to be focusing on this awesome app called KineMaster. And for those of you who don't know what KineMaster is, it's a mobile video editing app. It's extremely powerful. It has a ton of different features ranging from masking to chroma keying and so on. And I'm going to show you how powerful KineMaster is when we start editing this video. All right, so here are the things that you are going to need. First things first, we're going to need a green screen. This is a 10 by 20 foot muslin cloth green screen. You probably don't need something so large, and they're pretty cheap. I'll leave a link on where you can get this down below. This is what's gonna make this effect work. So put this to the side. We need another few tools to get this effect running. Next up, we have this monster of a boom stand. Don't let it intimidate you. It's not that expensive to get. There's other DIY solutions on how to create a boom stand, but this is actually the easiest solution. And this thing, I'll actually show you where to get it down below. This is going to create that high angle shot that we want. We're gonna mount our camera up top. Don't forget, we're gonna attach a counterbalance to counteract that weight that's on the other side of the stand. And we're gonna position the stand up high. Now here's the thing with this effect. I don't only want it to seem like we're in a magic elevator, but I want us to transport from this place to another place. So what I wanna do first is get a shot of the floor first that's in this room, and then I wanna snap my fingers and magically transport to another location where the magical elevator effect will start. This will all start to make sense in just a moment, but first off, let me position my camera, get a shot of the floor, and then I'll lay down the green screen. Okay, last and final tool, we'll need a ball head. This is where we're gonna be attaching our camera, or of course you could be using your phone, whereas you can use the smaller, cheaper ball heads. But I want this effect to come out really high quality, which is why I'm gonna use my pro camera. And yes, KineMaster works with both cell phone footage and with professional 4K footage, so I really have no worries there. Also, don't forget that it does depend on the processing power of your phone, so keep that in mind, and this will make more sense when we get into the editing portion of this video. So go ahead and attach your ball head to the boom stand and then attach your camera. Ball heads give us a ton of flexibility, especially when it comes down to positioning and leveling your shot. Now, it's also important to note that I'm going to be using a 16 to 35mm lens. If you're using your mobile phone, make sure that you have that option to switch between a wide or a narrow lens. Trust me, this is going to save you a lot of pain down the road, and it's just a lot more versatile and easier to shoot with when you have those options. If your camera will be mounted far away from you, it's always a good idea to have some sort of way to monitor it. Our first shot is called the clean plate. It's basically just having the background with no subject in it. In this case, it's the floor. Once you've done that, position the green screen on the floor evenly. Try to limit the amount of wrinkles, and if you can, light up the green screen as best as possible. Now let's reenact the shot as if we are in a real glass elevator, being lifted up into the air. I'm not much of an actor here, but try to sell this effect by using a lot of different body movements. Now that we got this shot out of the way, it's time to pull out our drones and get the flying shot. It's really important that you shoot this properly because we need to get the perspective right in both shots. You'll see what I mean in editing. Now that we have all of our shots, let's import our footage into KineMaster. So go ahead and open up the KineMaster app. We're gonna select the 16:9 aspect ratio. Then I'm gonna tap on Media and insert my clean plate, which remember is just the empty background or just the ground, the floor, without any action happening on it. Now we're just gonna freeze frame it and make this clip either as long or as short as we want. So I'm gonna highlight it. I'm gonna go to Trim Split, Split and insert freeze frame. Now I can remove the remainder of the clip, and now I can just expand it or shorten it. And that's why freeze frames are a really nice little cheat move that I like to use in a lot of these effects. Now tap the check mark. Now we're gonna go to Layer, Media, and now we're gonna insert our green screen clip. Now all we have to do is just adjust the timing so that way it matches to us walking into the shot. I'm gonna tap, hold it, drag it over. And I want to start this clip right as I start walking in. I'm gonna tap, hold, drag it over. I'm gonna select the clip again and resize it. And if you notice, we don't have the green screen covering up the full frame. This is going to be a problem, which is why you should make sure that the green screen does cover up the whole entire frame when you shoot your effect. We can easily fix this by zooming in. So make sure the clip is selected, then we're gonna go to crop, and just use your 2 fingers and pinch in. Perfect. Now select the check mark. After that, tap the clip again, tap on chroma key, tap on enable. Now play around with the sliders and adjust it so the green is completely gone. Tap the show mask option so that way you can see everything that's getting keyed out. Everything that's in black is basically transparent. Everything that's in white should be your subject. Use the detail curve option to make finer tuning adjustments. You can also adjust the key color just in case your green screen is a little darker or brighter, or if it's another color completely. Now let's play back the effect and see what we have so far. Now let's import our drone clip. I'm gonna go to Media, and then select my drone clip. Now I'm gonna select the check mark, and now we're just gonna adjust the timing of the clip. Remember that orientation matters. You can see here, when the drone is completely on the ground, the orientation of the camera doesn't match the same orientation that I shot the green screen clip. But don't worry, we eventually fixed that in this shot. It's right about here. I'm gonna select it, and then split at the playhead. And then I'm gonna remove the beginning of the drone clip because I don't need it. Now I'm gonna cut the previous clip exactly to where I snap my fingers. Highlight the previous clip, go right to the finger snap, right about there, cut it or trim it, and then we should appear right at the drone clip. Great, but as you can see, the drone clip starts to fly immediately. So what we want to do is insert a freeze frame and then let the drone clip play. Now in order to properly do a freeze frame, we need to remove the bottom layer clip, which is the green screen clip. Otherwise, it's going to freeze frame both the drone clip and the green screen clip. So just move it out of the way for now. Now I'm just going to freeze frame this clip right here. And then I'll put the green screen clip exactly where it was before. And then right as I lift up my hands, that's when we can have the drone clip lift off. Now sometimes you might have bits of clips that you trimmed left over, so make sure you zoom in onto the timeline with your 2 fingers and get rid of any of the bits of the clips that you don't need. So we need to adjust the timing a little bit more, right until I lift up my hands. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tap the clip, and then tap the timestamp, and you'll notice that it becomes purple. This will leave a little marker for us to remember where to properly cut and trim the clip. So I'm going to expand the freeze frame all the way up until that marker. Perfect. Now where the drone clip starts to actually play, we're gonna increase the speed to about 500%, and then select the check mark. Now depending on your phone's processing speed, it might play back a little bit choppy. So you might have to render this project out before you can see the full effect. And that's basically the effect. All you have to do now is add in some of your favorite sound effects and of course the color grading. And I did a full tutorial on color grading on the KineMaster app. All you have to do is check out this video right here. If you're interested in checking out KineMaster, check out the link down below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.